Hw97 Kt in the Thumol stock. So if any of you have watched any of my other videos, you'll have seen that this Cerakoted 97 action, tuned by Liquid Steel Designs, is a 2.2 action. It's actually been in a variety of stocks. I originally picked the rifle up, it was in a black synthetic Thumol stock. I didn't do a video of that one. I switched that one and put it in a green Hw97 laminate stock. Then I recently used a blue Hw97 laminate stock. Years ago I had one of these, basically a 2.2 97 with the Thumol stock, and sold it, whatever else, and yeah, ultimately I've got back to where I what I had, and if it ain't broke don't fix it sort of thing, chasing something better. The blue laminate stock was lovely, but I just think that personally the Thumol works better for me. Obviously just got to find out your preference. I used to have a CP scope on it. I've now sold that, and I've just literally dropped down to a basic panorama hawk scope, like literally 50 quid jobby, and for sort of 30-40 yards it's absolutely bang on fine. Just done a bit more practice with it again, 25 meters this time. Did a couple of cards, I'm not going to sort of bother you showing you them. Say they were decent groups. I tried to go at this little bell target here. So basically the metal plate, when you hit it, it swings up and it's the bell. Obviously the steel plate there just purely to protect the bell. It's not rust, that is mud. It's been left outside and been doing some gardening, whatever, so it's a bit worse for wear. But yeah, so basically the simple principle. Now what I was going to show is the size of this, which is what I was impressed with. So there's a 5p. As you can see, it's quite a bit smaller than a 5p. 25 metre, I've just hit this 8 times in a row, and it started getting a bit loud and it's getting a bit late, so I thought I'd better give it a rest in case the neighbours are getting frustrated with it or whatever. But yeah, so I've got 8 times in a row with that, which is really impressive. Obviously it is smaller than a 5p. That's with the JSB RS this rifle seems to love. And if I can got one of them to show you the sort of the size of this target. It's not going to stay on for me, fall into the grass. So if it will stay on. So that is a 2.2 pellet on the bit that you hit. Just gives you a size comparison, obviously how small it is. So these obviously PCPs and everything else that you get, yeah, they're pretty accurate, but you know, this Springer, as long as you do your bit, it's as accurate as any PCP out there. I know people obviously argue that sort of past 40 yards, 50 yards or whatever, the PCPs come into their own. They're easier to shoot, that's for sure, but definitely not as any more accurate. They're probably as accurate. Yeah, I mean obviously that 25 metres, you'd be happy if you do that with a Hw97 PCP, that sort of thing over and over again, or I would anyway. But yeah, 2.2 Springer is just shows how brilliant they are. So gone for the Thumol stock again, picked one up in lovely condition, virtually new I think by the look of it. Not a mark on it. Again, just the standard brass cups that just lovely fit into the stock. It just means that stock screw doesn't sit recessed, it just sits flush on the top there. Got a Rowan silver trigger guard and Rowan trigger, a bit over, so Rowan cockinade, which really nicely matches the action. Yeah, so I'd say it probably doesn't look as nice as the blue laminate stock. I actually probably prefer the look of the blue laminate stock, but this is more practical, which ultimately at the end of the day when you're using a rifle, you need to make sure it's more sort of more practical and what suits you better, which you're comfy, then you're going to get better consistency with it. I did alright with the blue stock, laminate stock, but I just get on better with these, whether the cheek piece is slightly higher or the grip's different or you get your hand in a better position, I'm not sure. I know obviously the blue laminate is smooth at the front, and I did a video comparing the blue laminate and the green laminate. The green laminate's obviously got the grip at the front, but for the 77 it's got a slightly lower cheek piece here. The blue obviously slightly higher, but it doesn't have any grip at the front. Whether that's what makes me get on better with it, I'm not sure, or it's just the fact that you can grip your hand round here. I'm not sure, obviously just personal taste. 97s, if you are looking into getting one, there's that many choices out there. Obviously you can try 77 stocks. There's sort of if you look at some of the other videos, I've had the CS stocks, CS500, CS700s. They're sort of more expensive custom stocks that you can get, and they are lovely to use as well. But personally, I've just got on with these. I'd love to have a CS500 on it or a 700 on it, but for trying to keep the cost down on this gun itself, it doesn't warrant it. It doesn't need it. I can get the same results without spending a fortune, being worried about marking the stock. If this one gets marked or dinked or whatever, I'm not too worried. I can either polish it out or just leave it. You get a sort of a lovely CS500 walnut stock, and you get a mark on it, you scratch it or you dink it or anything, it's eats away at you a bit sort of thing. Whereas you get a basic cheap stock, you're just a bit more relaxed about using it, get on with it and enjoy it a bit more. Yeah, I'll leave that one there. Cheers guys.